Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. Welcome to another pick a card reading with me. So today we're going to be looking into messages from your guides. What I love about getting messages from guides is that the energy is so pure and so loving. So I want to show your life or how your guides see you from their perspective. So we're going to be getting a lot of more than likely positive, uplifting messages and advices that your guides have for you. And perhaps they can also give you a really powerful bird's eye view perspective on what's going on in your life right now. Happy September, and I'm excited to see how this reading is going to go. I will be pulling cards on the camera. We have 3 piles and groups to choose from. And after we introduce the groups, we'll do our meditation and we'll get started with your reading. All right, let's go ahead and introduce the groups. So you have group number 1 with the Sodalite. I forgot what that one was for a minute. We have group number 2 with the blue lace Agate, and then we have group number 3 with the Serpentine or Serpentine here. And then let's do our meditation. Alright, here's the singing bow. Okay, group number 1, if you chose the Sodalite, then this is going to be the reading for you. Hey, group number 1, so as usual, the first thing I do is I go ahead and I pick up energies first, and then I go ahead and read the crystal here, pick up energies and see what it's pointing out to me, and then I'll go ahead and start pulling cards. Okay, so message from your guides. What would they like to let you know, group number 1? Okay, well, I was hearing time. So as far as the timing goes for manifestations or things coming into fruition in your life, pretty close. Pretty close, pretty soon, you're like right there. And I felt like I was seeing an hourglass, but then it then morphed into a martini glass, and that martini glass expanded to receive more. So they're also telling you they want you to be open, I guess get into the receptive mode, be open to receiving. And it's kind of like open your arms, sort of the gesture I'm getting. So expand and open your arms and allow things to come towards you. So for example, if you often feel like, if you feel a need to pursue things to achieve it or to get there or get your goal, I feel like that gets in the way. So what they're inviting you to do is to receive it instead, because they're sending it towards you, whatever it is they're wanting to give you here. All right, so for the Sodalite here, let's see what I can pick up. Okay, so I'm getting a message about retrieval. I was seeing someone go and get something down deep into the ocean. And I'm also seeing something about, I'm getting a bit of anxiety as well. So I'm seeing someone overwhelmed by the energies around them. And I'm actually seeing entities, which is not something you should be afraid of. We just can't see them, but we do have different energies that we're working with that are pulling at us at times, that are influencing us, but we are the ones who are making a conscious choice to decide what actions get to be enacted or manifested through us, through our form. So even if we are influenced with negative thoughts, we don't, want to let that get to us, but they want you to know it's not really a fault of your own, because there are energies around you that you can't see. So if you feel like this past few months or recently, in your most recent past, if you feel like you've had a lot of anxiety, you felt overwhelmed, they're affirming to you that this is because there's energies around you that are influencing this, and it's not you. It's just influencing you. I mean, it's part of the game. Part of the game of being in the Matrix is we're kind of here to be challenged to break through or break free, but there has been an amplification of energies that have been impacting us that are overwhelming. Yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing like a woman who's being grabbed at energetically. Okay. Let's see if I can pick up one more message here. Yeah, so I get this a lot. On the surface is where the struggle or the pain is, and then you got to dive down below or underneath in order to calm down. So this is like when we're resting or we're in our most restive state or we're in meditation, this is where we find the peace. We don't find the peace up here. So on the surface is like the situation, perhaps you're experiencing something chaotic in your life or you're experiencing chaotic thoughts. That's the surface. But there's a conscious awareness, your being, who is completely at peace and who you can tune into and rely on to help you to find that peace so you're not so overwhelmed with the shifts and changes that are happening on the surface. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some cards and see what your guides would like to let you know here. Messages from your guides. Yeah, Sodalite, this is a nurturing, this is my nurturing crystal. This is about nurturing yourself. This is also about connecting to your guides and the subconscious mind as well. This is about your emotions and navigating your emotions. So if you think about the ocean, let's imagine a turbulent ocean. Underneath the surface, it's calmer. And if you dive deep enough, you find a silent ocean almost. There's no such thing as silence, but it feels like completely silent to a human ear. It's like deathly silent. Yeah, there is a way for you to achieve that peace and that silence if that's what you're seeking right now in your life. And there might be an encouragement for you to create some kind of practice where you're able to achieve that. Okay, let's see. Messages from guides. We have Two of Wands. And we have the Knight of Wands. And then let's see if we have one more. We have the Hierophant. Okay, there's strong support to... The Two of Wands is telling me you're still in a place of waiting and there will be a time for action. With the Hierophant here, there's something else you're needing to learn or connect to. There's like some kind of knowledge that's come to you or some kind of wisdom that you've learned in your most recent past that has helped you to feel a lot more confident about how your life is unfolding. So with the Two of Wands, to me, that's telling me you, and with the Knight of Wands, this is telling me that you should be confident or feeling confident about where you're at because it's being divinely guided for sure. Here with the Hierophant, this is a divinely guided, intentional path here. And whatever has also happened in your recent past has been here to teach you. With the pyramids here, it's been here to teach you something. It's a lesson unfolding that you needed to receive. And it's actually been here to ignite your spirit. With the Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands, it's been here to ignite your inner spirit and your strength of spirit so that you could find it. Okay, let's see what else they want to let us know. Messages from your guides. Whoa. We have here elevate support. So this is about being supported by the divine. Number 35, elevate support. The Divine Mother as well. It has a huge theme about mother. And I also associate this Sodalite with the mothering energy as well. So you're very much supported. You're being elevated. They want you to feel safe in this transition or this shift that you're in right now. It's being intentionally created. Here we have the matrix in the background here, or the divine matrix, I guess. So it's very much a plan, a divine plan by the universe that's helping you and guiding you towards your destiny here. Yeah, it's a time of, it has been a time of a lot of healing for you and tuning into your well-being. And this has been necessary for your soul growth. Okay, we have here, broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. So they're also wanting to affirm to you that this has been a learning moment so that you can understand how peace is created, because it's a choice. You know, so peace doesn't just sort of come into our life randomly. It comes into our life by design, and also by our own co-creative free will choice to want to welcome it into our lives. Some part of you has been calling for peace in your life, and you've been put on a path to create it and experience it, co-create it. And part of the paradox of being a part of this world is that we actually learn peace through struggle and through turmoil, chaos, and turbulence. It's so strange, but you have to think about it. If you think about some of the people, celebrities who've gone through some of the most chaotic experiences in their life, or even spiritual teachers who've had very chaotic beginnings, it somehow formed them into someone who is peaceful, because they were willing to learn the lessons. There are people who don't become peaceful as a result of, not as a result, but after going through a chaotic experience, they don't become peaceful because that was their choice. They chose to hold it in, maybe not process it. So they're definitely saying that with this Two of Wands here, that you've been making a choice to move towards your peace. And every step has been pulling you closer towards that peaceful destiny that you've been wanting to create. So it's definitely a moment to pat yourself on the back, or just feel good to just know that that was something that you've been co-creating and seeking, because it's not easy. It's part of the challenge that we're here to experience. You know, I'm seeing fire and divine fire, and going through the fire. Like, you've been walking through some fire in your life and your life experiences that has been helping you to grow. So they're really encouraging you to embrace the energy of peace right now. There we go. And we have grace. Grace, blessing, come to me, set me free. So grace is when we push through our obstacles. Grace is the thing that when we sit in that quiet long enough, and everything is just, after you've gone through the storm, you're able to get back to center and realize, wow, I made it. That's the grace. And I think most certainly at group number 1, you're in a place right now where your guides are wanting you to realize that you've made it. And you've made it through all of those experiences that you've gone through in life. And this is the time to really welcome in that peace and to welcome in that grace energetically to yourself, for yourself, without things changing or shifting in your life. Welcome that emotion into you and towards you, and look at how, even though you've went through the chaos, somehow things are still somewhat peaceful, or things just somewhat aligned for you. And this was very much intentional. So what's going to set you free is the peace, and it's going to be the grace. And that's an energy that they're asking you to welcome into your heart. And this will help you to feel a lot more balanced, because I was getting a bit of anxiety. So I think lean into finding balance with your energy and your emotions, so that you can feel that grace and peace that's already existing around you 24/7. Okay, we have eclipse. Yes. We have eclipse, 2 Aries, union of opposite, conceal, event, Mask, upstage, merge, transform, camouflage, hide, overshadow, loss of power, temporary block, support, sudden darkness, and reveal. So we're moving into eclipse season soon. I don't know the exact dates right now, but that's what I've been hearing. And it was around this time last year we had an eclipse as well. So eclipses are really great for starting or initiating new cycles in our lives and bringing in new energies as well. So I feel like, as far as the hourglass I was being connected to in the martini glass, is they're just letting you know that there's like a timing, as far as timing goes, there's some shifts that are coming up in your life. You've been maybe kept in the dark and things have been hidden from you, and that's because you're a spiritual being. You're not this body. It's an illusion. And so you're being challenged to really embrace your spiritual essence, that which you cannot see, to know that it's not about separating. It's not a separate aspect of you. It's actually what you are. You are this magical essence, energy, unique frequency that's experiencing life and hallucinating these experiences to some extent. So now is really a good time for you to know that there are some really powerful shifts and transformations that are taking off in your life. With that 2 Aries, we have a lot of 2s. We got the 2 of Wands, 2 here, we got the 2 arrows. So unions of opposites. That's also about a soul retrieval. I was hearing retrieval, so I think that's also about the soul retrieval work that you've been doing. And it's helping you to come into union with yourself, so that when you're aligning with manifestations and experiences as well, they're going to feel like harmonious experiences for you. This is hard work. That's what I'm hearing. It is not easy to do by any means. Let's go ahead and roll the Asher dice and see any final messages for you. We got Virgo, Saturn, 4th house. So that's the healing energy to me. Healing, discipline, restriction. 4th house is about our psychology. It's also about our sense of security and home within ourselves. And I'm just going to pull some clarifiers to see what else they could let me know about this. Saturn in Virgo in the 4th house. Yep, look at that. 10 of Swords, recovery, healing. And look at that, completion. Yeah. You're on the precipice. To me, 2 of Wands is telling me you're close into coming to completion. So there won't, I don't know, I think it's going to be noticeable. It's going to be a noticeable shift or change, but your completion is coming soon. And this is something you should absolutely acknowledge and feel proud of. You went through all of that and you're coming out of it. And you're coming out of it so much stronger. A stronger version of yourself that your soul has so desired. Your spirit so desired to bring that essence of your soul into this realm, into this dimension. So endings and recovery. Yeah, even Virgo sometimes takes me to a little bit of anxiety. Even Saturn is anxiety as well. So I'm sure you've been going through a lot of anxiety, feeling a lot of pressure, a lot of weight. Saturn is one of the heaviest planets. Virgo is like mentality, 4th house is psychology. So I'm sure mentally you've been feeling a lot of pressure, but this pressure has actually just made you stronger, and you're about to find out how powerful being able to push through all of those experiences has made you. Okay. So yeah, the final advice would just be to welcome in the grace, because you've already done the heavy lifting and majority of the work. So just be consistent and enter into your peaceful state. This is where you ride out the peace here. The turbulent chaos has already played itself out. So now we just need to welcome the peace. Welcome the shifts and changes that had happened within you. Let them come into full form within yourself. I want you to look in the mirror and ask yourself, who am I now, maybe? And see what answer comes up for you. Or you can do it in meditation and say, who am I now? And that's what I'm being told to tell you. All right, that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. Hey, group number 2, if you chose this lovely blue lace agate here, then this is going to be the reading for you. So, as usual, I like to pull energies first, and then we're going to go ahead and pull cards. So let's see, what would your spirit guides, your guides, like to let you know, group number 2. I was seeing a triangle and I was getting stability. So they want you to know that as far as your physical situation goes, perhaps it could be a home situation, or whatever your current living situation is right now, or perhaps it has something to do with your resources or finances. They want you to know that that situation is stabilizing. And the reason why it hasn't been stabilized is because you've been essentially going through shifts and changes underneath the surface that are soon going to be coming into fruition and manifestation for you. I'm actually hearing that, yes, it is going to start showing up for you in bits and pieces, and it already exists. It's happening, but it's going to start showing up in very obvious ways around you as well. So some of you are getting an opportunity to have like a new home, a new life experience. Perhaps you've had some desires to travel or live somewhere or live a certain lifestyle. This is something that you've been co-creating with spirit, your spirit guides and spirit in your most recent past, and they want you to know that your hard work into that manifestation is going to show itself in beautiful ways. Yeah. So you're holding it up and you're stabilizing that energy, but I was also seeing the triangle bent at a certain angle. So there's still a little bit of stability, just a little bit more to go before it all is just like solid. And there's going to be some like really solid, powerful manifestations that are going to be coming into your existence, into your life, that are going to make you really happy. Okay, let's see. Meditate with this and see what comes through here. Okay, I'll try to describe it. So I was seeing a little butterfly, and then I was seeing sort of a lumpy creature. Here's this crystal up close. Yeah, I was seeing sort of a lumpy creature, and have I gotten Eeyore with that crystal before? I don't know, it was giving me like lumpy frumpy. It might be how you're feeling right now, perhaps. Oh, you know what it's reminding me of? It's kind of reminding me of mom who, let's say she's been on maternity leave for some time, and then she's having to go back into, get back into the workforce, but she's been at home with the baby, and there's just been a lot going on. I'm seeing like laundry everywhere and dishes piling up. So there might be this energy where you're just like feeling like, oh, I'm kind of tired. I'm feeling a little bit lazy right now. I'm just feeling a little, I'm not really feeling that energy right now. But I feel like this is something you're coming out of. You're going to be coming out of that lumpy, frumpy energy, and you're going to start feeling that spark and that inspiration to create again and just feel motivated again and perhaps productive. I believe you go at your own pace. I no longer believe in being part of the hamster wheel, even though I know it's very easy because society teaches this hustle culture to believe that that's how we're supposed to live. But it's about really, I'm getting this energy of like that spice or that spark to do something that you're passionate about, to do something that you love. I was getting a little bit of Mickey Mouse as well, but she was like, I was seeing Minnie and she was kind of like, she was just sort of feeling a little sad. So there's going to be sort of some like childlike fun energy that is going to start coming into or towards you, where you're going to start feeling a little bit more excited to play. And I think that's what they're really encouraging you to do, is it's time to get back to play. So what is that thing that sparks your excitement that you've been wanting to do? Some of the projects, it could even be just like a hobby, things that you've been putting off that you've been wanting to do. Like now's soon, I would say soon, you're going to really start feeling the energy and enthusiasm to get with it. I'm getting some messages around hygiene and just taking care of yourself. So make sure you take care of the basics. You get enough sleep. You eat food that helps you to feel good. You drink water. You stay hydrated. And, put on a clothes or a t-shirt that makes you feel good. So some of you, I'm guilty of this. If some of you have been in pajamas all day, like, change up the energy. Move your energy more. Move your body a little bit more. Because you've sort of been in that hibernation mode, and they're taking you out of hibernation mode, and they want you to start activating your energy, or you're going to start feeling it too. Otherwise, maybe just whatever is occurring in your routine right now that can help you to feel a lot more refreshed. That's what they're wanting you to tune into. Refresh your energy. Okay, let's see. So the blue lace agate is usually, I don't know, this is my diplomatic intelligent crystal. So maybe as far as like your headspace goes, you're feeling it's time to get into your Zen space. If you're feeling called to sign up for some kind of class, meditation classes or yoga classes that can help you to get out of that rut, then you can go ahead and do that. Yeah, I keep seeing like faces. So, or a face. Yeah, maybe you haven't felt as animated lately, like you've been feeling a little bit more stoic and not as expressive. And I think the advice here is for you to tune into your play, your childlike wonder. I'm getting child magical from one of the decks. Tune into that energy to start really like waking it up here. Because your face looks so serious. I'm getting like a serious face here. Yeah, I mean, you could practice smiling just like for fun to just get those muscles activated maybe, or just like, I don't know, like make expressions if you want to as well. But anything, I think comedy was going to be very good for you. Anything that makes you laugh a lot, anything that's funny, that brings a lot of joy to you instantaneously. That's what you need to be, I think, tuning into right now. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the guides want to say through the cards. Oop. I might take that. We got 7 of Cups, 8 of Wands. Yeah, moving the energy. Tell us more about this 7 of Cups, please. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there's this stability coming in. So I think some of you are wondering, let's say you're in the midst of a career shift or change, or doing something that you're really passionate about, where it's going to bring in lots of stability for you, and it's going to be something that you're passionate about and you love. I think some of you are perhaps in this place of wondering, what is that? With this 7 of Cups, it's like, I don't know. I'm a little confused about what the situation, I'm not really getting enough clarity on what this is. And what I'm hearing is that your energy and your intention is way more important than the actual specifics of what you're focused on manifesting. Though I'm hearing also, you can't imagine. So anything that you've always envisioned yourself doing or really wanting to do, that's where mostly you should be focusing on, is not it needing to be specifically like that, but you being open to receiving something very similar to that, a very similar manifestation to that. So 8 of Wands, they want you to know it's on its way to you. The stability or the resources that you're so seeking is on its way to you. And you're perhaps just feeling confused about how this is going to be coming into your life. You don't need to worry about that because it's coming towards you. You don't need to know how it's coming towards you. You don't need to know when. You just need to know it is coming towards you. So you might feel like you're in a place of confusion right now where you're just like, I don't know what. It's because you're in your head and you're perhaps just too much in your head. You're overthinking and overanalyzing what you feel like it should be or looks like, but this is not your job or your task. The universe is taking care of that for you. You just need to reaffirm for yourself the exciting, passionate energy that is coming into your life. Affirm that. Okay, let me pull one more. Oop, we have here, look at that, Page of Wands. To me, that's like that fun, childlike energy, exploring. This card always reminds me of the alchemist, wanting to go on your adventure. Yeah, so all they need you to do is focus on anticipating the adventure, and I'm hearing, think about what you want to take with you, or where you want to go. So for example, if your desire has been to travel, you can create like an exercise where you write down what would you bring with you if you were traveling overseas or abroad to do a dream job that you've always wanted to do. How did you always imagine it would go? What kind of foods, what kind of hobbies and things that you want to be a part of here. If this is about like a business and a career move or shift, this could be you imagining the course or the service you're offering. What kind of clients are you interested in receiving? How would you like to help them? How would you like to have fun during this experience? If you went and you did a presentation, how would you go about doing that presentation and talking about your passion? I'm hearing organize for success. So get organized for success, and I would say journal and jot down some of the concepts or the ideas that you're interested in being a part of now. I know you probably have journaled about it a million times, but I'm hearing it's time for like refreshing energy. Perhaps the shifts and the transformations that you've been going through in your most recent past has actually encouraged you to embrace a new belief system or different ideas, or help you to create a different value system. So based off of that reformed value system or belief system, how would you go about doing things now? What's different? That's what I want you to reflect on, is to think about what's different. How would you do things differently than you would have done before? What do you think is more important now? What's the priority now? Okay, let's go ahead and pull some more cards. Okay, we have here ritual, healing connection, heart chakra. So this card is about feeling connected to everything, your environment, but I'm also hearing specifically to how you live your life. What really matters to you? What message do you want to share? What do you want to dedicate your life to? That's the connection that you've perhaps been working on. There are so many people who do things they don't love, jobs they don't do that they don't love, they're not passionate about. This is the time to really ask yourself, what do I really want to do? What am I really connected to? That feels healing for me, because it should be a mutual exchange. Whatever you're pouring yourself into should be pouring back into you. And that's why it's so important to do something with the Page of Wands that you're passionate about, because it's feeding back into your life and your, how you feel about yourself. It feels good to do things that we like and that we love. So your heart chakra has been healing here. And this is definitely about you doing something that you love, you truly love, you really want to do. This is your passion. And they just want to affirm to you that whatever it is that you love doing or being a part of, this is what experience is being manifested into your life. Here. Okay, we have here Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Sorry if I didn't show you guys this up close. So I was talking about child magical, and here we have Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Definitely takes me to the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands, interesting enough, it could be like an entrepreneur or a unique individual who has many different creative potentialities, where you have like the potential to do this, to do this, to do that. And you're sitting right on the energy of potential right now. And potential is great because it's like we all have infinite potential. And that's something that you want to, right now, you're in a place where you're stepping into a new chapter of your life, where you're activating these potentials of things that you haven't fully brought into fruition before. Like, this is next level. Whatever this is, it's like refresh, it's a new beginning, where it's something that you really are meant to be aligned with right now at this time in your life, and it feels new. The Page of Wands can be multi-talented. He can be a motivational speaker. He can be an athlete. He can be anything he sets his mind to. Anything he sets his mind to. So you're sitting right in the space of potentiality of becoming into like Michelle Obama's book, becoming the thing or the person that does the thing that you've always dreamt of doing. Yeah. I think this is just a really good time for you right now to do something that activates your energy, whether it's a hobby or the very thing, the passion that you're interested in doing that brings instability into your life. This is the time to activate it here. All right, let's see what else wants to come through here. Oh, that was funny. We have here Grace. Oh, very nice. I'm going to pull one more for you. And we got two more. Y'all are special. We have here love, and we have here good cheer. So they want you to know grace is coming to your life. Things are stabilizing. So if it's felt turbulent and overwhelming, I can only imagine having a newborn. It's a lot to adjust to. And I feel like you've been in this energy of adjusting to this new energy and these shifts and this turbulent energy. And they're most certainly acknowledging that and acknowledging your efforts to maintain and just keep pushing through those energies. But what's wonderful is you have love and you have good cheer coming into your life here. With a kind heart and humor free, may good cheer rule, so mote it be. And we have here love. Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring true love here to me. So that definitely takes me to the Minnie Mouse from Disney energy, which I don't know if I explained that. Yeah, Minnie Mouse from Disney. So there's like really high vibes, great energy that's coming into your life. Don't worry, you've been in a slump, not by your doing. It's sort of been a collective energy and shifts that we've been going through. There's been a lot of heavy energies that we've been pushing through, and they just want you to know there's excitement, there's jubilance coming into your life. Be excited. Yeah, and here they mention with kind heart. I was also talking about laughter, right? I was talking about comedy. So I think you should be activating this, finding small ways to activate this in your life. I talk to myself a lot. I mean, as you guys know, I'm talking to the camera right now. I talk to myself a lot, and I use a lot of humor to just think to myself how silly life is, because life is a comedy. It really is. Sometimes it's a dark comedy, but it's a comedy nonetheless. Yeah, to me with this 25, the 20s is when people, you feel young and you feel fresh and you just feel like, I can't do anything. So that's the kind of energy that's coming your way, where it feels like so rejuvenated, so healthy, and you're feeling so ready and activated to just like take care of yourself and be at your best energy. With the love here, Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring true love here to me. So that might be love, romantic love or friendship love. Definitely friendship is coming, or enhanced friendship connections are coming into your life here. But it looks like love is coming into your life. Some of you, it's going to be like romantic connections. Yes. It feels so magical. And then we have the 3 people in here. So these are going to be people that mirror you, who are similar to you in their disposition, in their energy, in their vibration, their frequency, whatever you're putting out, they're putting out the same thing. So you guys probably feel like you're vibing together. So there are people that are going to be coming into your life, or you're going to start finding yourself around people more in the near future, who you're going to feel a lot more in the vibe with, aligned with. Yes. All right, and I forgot to pull one more card. We have here, We the People, Declaration, 7 Leo, Defiance, Reclaiming Your Power, Sovereignty, Contract. Challenging the status quo. So I think some of you guys have been feeling very rebellious. Maybe you recently left a job, or you're feeling called to leave a job where you're just like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm ready to challenge the status quo and just do something rebellious and different that people don't get. But for me, it's me reclaiming my power, reclaiming my truth and my destiny, perhaps. Yeah. So this is giving me rebellious artist energy, even though we have like the formal We the People contract, but the United States is a very rebellious country. It's a very rebellious country where people have their own unique beliefs, and that's sort of what this country was founded off of, is this desire to express one's individuality, which has its pros and cons. The pros is that you have more of the ability to speak up for yourself, and hey, if you want to be called this or you want to do this, like, this is the country for you to get creative and design it, for sure. I think this country is wonderful for pushing entrepreneurship and helping people to believe in whatever is that they desire to come true is possible. This country is about the American dream, which is, you know, if you come from a situation where it was very dire and it was dark, your whole life can just do a 180 and you can experience that freedom you've so desired. For those who have immigrated from different parts of the country, a lot of those people are very grateful to have the opportunity that Americans who are born into this country are not grateful for, because they've always had that entitlement, basically. But I think you're feeling grateful to express yourself, and you're feeling like this is the time for me to really do the thing that I believe in, with the 7 Leo. And that also takes me to 7 Wands, which is about being rebellious as well, and Leo is about expressing yourself. So whatever this is, you're going to be definitely expressing yourself and feeling like yourself. Yeah, it says here liberty or death. So it's like either I want to feel liberated and free to express myself, or it feels like death. It doesn't feel like me being myself. You are in this place right now where you are really prioritizing yourself and what you truly value. We got 1 here with the love for the Page of Wands. Let's see what the Astro Dice has to say. Final messages from your guides. Oops. Okay, Moon. Oh my gosh, guys, it's a Leo. Well, that's why I like to roll on camera, because you can see magic is real. We got Moon and Leo in the 12th house. Ooh. So some of you are feeling particularly spiritually liberated, where now you feel like you can express more of your spirit. Your spirit wants to come out and be loud and proud and wants to say, yes, I'm alive. So you're feeling spiritually liberated and called to passionately be yourself. The 12th house is an introverted house. It's more of that personal house of you going into yourself and doing what you feel called to do. For some of you, there's going to be an opportunity for travel, because 12th house is foreign lands. We have the, to me, the Page of Wands, and the 8 of Wands is taking me to foreign travel here. So there might be an opportunity for you to travel somewhere else where you typically never go. And this is going to be a place where maybe you feel called to, you feel more free to express yourself, right? I was talking about America. That's kind of weird. See, like, I channel like that sometimes, and I'm like, I'm just saying the most random thing, but then the message comes together here. So I feel like some of you are feeling called to the free land in yourself first, but it's going to somehow manifest where your fate or your destiny is calling you to the place where you were always meant to be, where you feel yourself. You know, some people feel more of themselves in Europe or in India or in Japan. Like, some people feel like, this is my home. These are my people. This is my vibe. This is my home. This is where I'm meant to be. That's what you're getting. There's also going to be an opportunity when it comes to artistry or something creative. I feel like you guys are quite magical with this Magic Guardian. Some of you have like some really beautiful, powerful, potent creative abilities where you're just good at it. It comes to you very intuitively and naturally with that Moon and Leo in the 12th house. Maybe some of you have been feeling creatively blocked for some time, and this is the time that you're stepping into where you're going to feel creatively free. And perhaps maybe you just you lost your creativity years ago and you were like, I don't know how to tap into creativity. And now you're really feeling it. You're feeling like, wow, I want to write songs, I want to paint, or I want to make this or start this or create this. Yes. Okay, so this is exciting. Group number 2. I hope you guys are excited about what is shifting into your life and enjoy this reading. Please like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely Serpentine or Tine, then this is going to be the reading for you. Okay, as usual, I like to pull energies first, and then we're going to go ahead and pull cards and see what else your guides would like to let you know. Okay, I'm getting leadership for this group very strongly. I was seeing a ram. So some of you are being called into a place of leadership or to pioneering your own path. So I'm hearing stubbornness is good. It actually does have a purpose because they don't want you to be stubborn in not changing. They want you to be stubbornly go for change. So be stubborn in your dreams coming true. Be stubborn in doing the thing of highest integrity to you that feels right and true to you. Be stubborn in following your heart. Be stubborn in following your dreams. So I think some of you are stubborn, or you need to tune into that stubbornness some more, but I'm getting that many of you have that pretty well developed, and they want you to power forward because you will be getting some interesting directions about what to do next. And there's not going to be any confusion. Like, you're going to have almost like this certainty about like, okay, I need to do this. Like, this feels right. This is what I feel called to do. I need to say yes to this opportunity. Like, you're going to feel like on path to just do it and not hesitate, like very unflinching. And I think this is something that Spirit is also co-creating with you. They're giving you that extra bit of courage to do some interesting things. That's what I'm feeling called to say. Yeah, because I'm getting like the Aries energy quite strong. Just like this, I gotta do this. I'm gonna get this done. This is what's right. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna channel with the Serpentine and see what it wants to show me here. Okay. I felt like I was seeing a bell. And okay. Some of you feel called to some of you have a very unique destiny. So I'm getting like shaman energy, like teacher, leader, or even a rebellious teacher or spiritual teacher, or I'm hearing yoga practitioner. There's something unique about what you're being called to do and how you're being called to stand out at this point in time. That is just it's different from mainstream society. And it's perhaps different from where you thought your life path was going. You had some assumptions about it because it's giving me the opposite of corporate. It's like very rebellious, very artistic, very, yeah. Some of you guys are strong rebels and you have a very strong destiny. Perhaps you've always felt that way. You were different from your family, your friends, the school system, the work system, the workforce. You just always had a different philosophy. Maybe you felt like they were idealistic, but there's just something about that Spirit has been co-creating and working with you since you were born that has been bringing you towards a certain pathway, and it's being activated very powerfully in your life right now for you to step into the limelight or into the light where people are going to see you doing this thing. But at this point, you've had the time to sort of build up your willpower to not care what people think, or to care more about what you think or what God thinks, the divine thinks, than anything else. I mean, the divine technically doesn't think, but you care more about being true to yourself and following your heart than anything else. And that's what they've been preparing you for. So that's what all of that training and all of that hardship and whatever you've been going through has been for. It's to like reestablish for you like a strong sense of security that are now ready to fully step into and take off with. Because they've had some plans for you, but the previous version of you wouldn't have been willing to do this, because it would have felt super risque and super off-putting and just so like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed. I can't do this in front of my parents. But now they're like, yeah, you can, because you've been in training. Okay, very awesome message. Okay, let me see if I can see anything here. I'm seeing people. I'm seeing two people here, me and their equals. And they're meeting up, and they're leaders. Strong. Yeah. I'm getting Alchemy of Souls. So in this Korean drama called Alchemy of Souls, there's this girl who had a strong soul, like shaman, ancient like soul in her, in this body that was blind. And technically she was reincarnated or into a body of a princess, but the princess, she lost all her status and she was neglected and whatnot. But the soul in her was very strong. It was like a warrior. So I'm getting that you guys are spiritual warriors. You have a very strong mission. And, you know, sometimes maybe you look in your mirror and you're like, little old me, I can't do that. But they're like, big destiny. You had a big destiny, you have a powerful destiny. Powerful, not necessarily in terms of status, even though I'm kind of seeing that. Powerful in terms of just very different. Very foreign. There are so many people who are not very connected with their soul's essence. They don't really know who they're here to be or what they are. You guys do. Y'all in this group, you know who you are. You know what you are. Let me say it like that. You know what you are. You're not little old me. You're not that. So the message here is definitely to don't play it small. You're here to play it big. You're here to be in the big leagues and really stand out and feel confident about that, because I think some of you have imagined yourself doing something or being a part of something big that really meant something. That's because you are meant to be a part of something big. I'm hearing like some of you are old souls or powerful souls who are here to accomplish a very specific mission with people like you. Leaders. Thought leaders. Here to change the world. Yeah, and like I'm hearing like stir it up a little, stir up the pot, make people a little uncomfortable. Maybe to them it comes off as controversial or crazy, but to you it's just like, I'm just following my destiny. I'm just doing what I feel called to do. So Serpentine, I actually do get leaders. I get wisdom with this sometimes. I get peaceful energy, peaceful wise. I get experimenting in the lab with this too. Yeah, you guys are weird. I get that a little bit from this too. You guys are different. You guys are unique on purpose, because it's for your purpose. You were designed that way on purpose. Okay. Let's see what wants to come through. What the? Okay, let me... It's like 20 cards wanted to come out. What messages your guides have for you, group number 3? Oh, did you see that again? King of Wands. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Leader. Leader. You guys are leaders. You're meant to be at the front. So some of you, I bet you have like really strong beliefs. Like strong, you're like, I ain't doing that. It's by design. It's by design, because you would if you did not have those strong values, you would be easily swayed by your environment, by other people. But there's some part of you that's just like, no, by design. And I'm hearing that some of you probably thought that this was a flaw or a negative trait. Now, everything has a shadow and a light aspect to it, but there's a strong light in your rebelliousness. There's a strong light. There's a strong reason you're meant to stand out, and perhaps you have triggered people, you have annoyed people. You just, maybe some part of you knows that if you say something, you're going to shake people up, and they're not going to be able to handle it, or they're going to say something against it, or just call you crazy. But yeah, be crazy. It's by design. So we're seeing this woman here, and she has these like men around her. It's kind of taking me to Grace and the disciples here. You're a leader amongst leaders, but you're a leader, leader amongst leaders, but a leader amongst people, a tribe here. People who need to hear these messages. You're meant to be an inspiration with the King of Wands. You're meant to be an inspiration. You're meant to think very differently. Help to get people out of their stuck patterns so they can believe in themselves and activate the inspiration within themselves. Follow their dreams. Do what they truly believe in. Do what they feel is right. Some of you have a strong personality. Some of you have a strong, potent energy or vibe or frequency. It's quite bright. And sometimes people really can feel that, especially when you're doing something in front of them. You know, whether it's talking, performing, you know, with this King of Wands, you're in your business mode of the sort. And King of Wands can be an entrepreneur too. But you have this strong ability to convince or persuade people and help them to understand and enlighten them. So I'm getting the King energy from Carolyn Miss archetype cards. Benevolent, what is it? Benevolent teacher, benevolent leader, enlightened, benevolent leader. Some of you are enlightened, you know, depending on your definition, or you're awake. Okay, let's see what else. That was strong. We got here the Hangman. Chill, man, just chill. This person's doing yoga here. So I was saying yoga practitioner. Yeah, maybe some of you are so strong and so willful. Sometimes you're just like, I really got to make this happen. You don't, because it's just who you are. It just comes out of you naturally. With this Hangman energy, that just may be your spirit guides telling you that you can just chill and relax and everything's going to flow into place. You don't have to really work that hard. You don't have to work yourself to death trying to make this dream come to fruition, because you're getting so much support here. You're being elevated. You're getting lots of support in this dream or desire. Yeah, so I'm just seeing this woman like really relaxed. And we got the candles around here, which is taking me to the fire, King of Wands. So just relax, because everything is just flowing as it needs to. You're exactly where you need to be. Whoa. Speaking of elevated support, 35. We also have here ritual, celebrate life, solar plexus. And we got these two people marrying each other. It's kind of taking me to the vision of the leaders I was seeing. So you are being reminded, you're being elevated, you're being supported on your pathway. The universe wants you to know that you should take the time to celebrate yourself. This is something, all those negative thoughts that we hear about ourselves are lies. Every single one of them is a lie that we keep telling ourselves, and it's just trash. Trash meant to go in the trash can. You are meant to be celebrated here. King of Wands. You are meant to be celebrated. So take the time to really appreciate you. Like, dang, why am I so good? Why am I so amazing? I'm hearing, like, if you do any kind of art behind the scenes, celebrate every time you create something, or celebrate every time you write or journal something that feels good, or celebrate every time, I don't know, if you wash the dishes. Like, celebrate your life. Celebrate when you get up, you do things, and you get it done. little task. Because we don't need a reason to celebrate, but you can really celebrate everything that you are. And that's the practice that your guides are encouraging you to embrace, is like celebrate everything that you are and everything that you've accomplished in your life, because there's so much to be proud of at this point. Solar plexus. So this is about the confidence, right? Having the confidence to step into leadership, having the confidence to be yourself, to be authentic, having the confidence. I'm also hearing maybe now would actually be a good time for some of you to journal and to think about all the things you're sort of feeling a bit insecure about. They want you to turn it around into a confident thought around that thing. So instead of saying, some of the girls would do this, who I was watching Cat's Eye's documentary, Dream Academy on Netflix. And some of the girls who auditioned, there were hundreds of thousands of girls who auditioned, but only 6 made it into the group to debut. 20 made it onto the show, the competition they had, and even more were on the documentary trying their hardest to follow their dream. And one of the girls, I think it was Megan, who's actually from Hawaii. I'm from Hawaii, guys. Megan, who's from Hawaii, said that she couldn't afford to think negatively about herself. She's like, I just tell myself I got this and I can do it. I'm going to be great. We're going to make it. And she ended up being chosen out of 100,000 people. She ended up being one of the best dancers. She was like, a pretty good dancer. She was originally a dancer. She had done other things like acting. Her singing was so-so, but she ended up being so consistent, so hardworking that they were looking at her like, whoa, she's a dark horse. Where did this girl come from? She's a leader. She knows how to just zhuzh it up. She makes the group look great every single time. I love watching her dance and sing every single time. I'm like, this girl really built herself up. Take the time every day, 5 minutes every day, to really build yourself up, to say your affirmations, and to celebrate all of your wins in life. Celebrate breathing and being here. Messages from your guides. Oh. We have here dream and journey, guys. What was I saying? Megan following her dream. Yeah. You guys have had a dream. A powerful dream is about to be fulfilled in your life, in your near future here. There's a powerful dream that is being fulfilled here. So your job, your main task is to relax into self-appreciation, self-love. Really give yourself, soak it up, soak it in. Because whatever you've accomplished, I know if you are watching this right now, you've been through some things, you've still pushed through, you still try to have a positive attitude about that. And I don't want you to beat yourself up about anything that frustrated you, that maybe you didn't have the best reaction to it. Let go of that. Build yourself up instead. There's a dream coming to fruition. There's a journey that is opening up for you guys here. You've been on a journey. Your life is a journey. But you're about to enter into the dream portion of it. We have here friendship, bring to me friendship true, sharing laughter, understanding too. So I was seeing a leader amongst leaders. You have people who have a strong, powerful heart, and maybe it's philosophy and mindset, who are dedicated, who are committed to their dream, who are coming into your life. And you're going to be a united front where you guys are helping one another to see your dreams through, right? Just like the group, actually, yeah, the 6 girls who made it. So that might actually, I channel things and I don't think about it, but there might be something about having a group dynamic where it's like, they're all the best, right? Out of 100,000 people, talented, you have to sing, dance, have the mindset. Out of all of those girls, 6 were chosen. That's how elite, how unique this grouping is. It's meant for you. It's meant for you guys to be powerhouses together. Sharing, laughter, understanding too. So you guys will be sharing your insights, your ideas with one another. You guys will be giving each other great feedback to improve faster. I'm a part of Toastmasters, and it's powerful because you actually improve so much faster when you're amongst a group of people versus just working on it by yourself, because you're getting the feedback and you're applying it. We have laughter. You guys are going to share a similar sense of humor. You guys aren't going to take yourselves too seriously. You guys are going to help to one another to relax and let go. And we have your understanding. So that means that person is compassionate. They know you're human and you're not perfect, and you're going to have your bad days and your low moments in life, but they can see themselves in you. Okay. One more card. I get so passionate about these readings sometimes that time flies by. Message from your guides. Look at that. We got here within a few weeks. So I would say near future. Okay. Near future. We have here 5 Aquarius. So 8 months, 8 weeks, 8 days. We have here 5 Aquarius: pillory, dishonor, humiliation, finding fault, punishment, shut down, feeling vulnerable. So as far as your thought process goes, again, they're definitely emphasizing the importance of building yourself up, because that's what's going to help to give you that necessary encouragement that you need to see things through and believe in yourself. Yeah, there's that dual message, that the message that keeps wanting to come across, where it's about how you talk to yourself, how you feel about yourself, that is helping to pave the way towards a different life or a different life experience. Now, I think some of you maybe not are even fully aware that you have some subconscious programming that is actually helpful, that's successful. Like there's some kind of subconscious programming that you have where you've reprogrammed your subconscious mind and you've been working on yourself. So I don't know, some of you have been like scripting, journaling, working on yourself. Maybe you've gone to therapy, you've gone to counseling. Every time you made that choice to work on yourself, you've been reprogramming your subconscious mind. So this isn't something that's been happening overnight. I know there's been a lot of collective shifts that have been particularly heavy, and there's been some like heavy reprogramming that's been happening. But the reprogramming that you've been doing, where you said, well, I'm going to believe in myself and I'm going to follow my dream. Every time you made a choice to do something that you really loved and that felt true to you, you were reprogramming your subconscious mind. Because the programming here on earth is for us to it's to go against ourselves, basically, because that's the game we're here to play. We go against ourselves, and then we have to reprogram ourselves to go in the direction where we're in support of ourselves. So every little bit of work that you've been doing that's been helping you to believe in yourself has been contributing to you building this version of you that exists now, that is ready to step into leadership. So I think this is where they need you to take the time to reflect and think about how much work you've put into yourself up until this point. There have been times where you could have gone on a darker path in life, but you made a choice to get on the straight and narrow. Maybe you chose to sober up. Maybe you chose to let go of certain addictions. Maybe you made a choice to let go of certain habits that were not serving you anymore. Every time you made those choices, it was helping you to build you up into what you are today. So I'm hearing who you are today is phenomenal. Your guides are proud of the work that you've been putting into yourself. Tell us, what else do you want us to know about this pillory here? Okay, that kind of stuck out. We got the Fool card. The Emperor and the Four of Swords. Relax, guys. Group number 3, relax. You guys are natural born leaders and you don't even know it. Some of you are natural born leaders and you don't even know it. It's like, I'm hearing your guides say they don't get it. They have no idea. They don't get it. It's like it hasn't fully sit with you. Maybe you have pursued leadership in other areas of your life, but it hasn't fully occurred to you that you're on a very unique path that most don't get the opportunity to pursue this kind of dream, this kind of level of like destiny where their whole life is authentic to who they are, because of the programming. There's layers that we have to push through. And a lot of you guys are old souls. Okay, you've been doing this for a long time, or you've been imprinted as a new soul to already know how to do this work. So you're a natural at this, and you need to take the time to give yourself more credit here with this Emperor, step into your power, Four of Swords, relax. This, whatever your practices are, the thinking, you don't need to think. This group, you don't need to think. You don't need it anymore. You already found something that's guiding you. It's intuitive. It's quick. It's just like that. And that's the thing they need you to be leaning heavily on, not this. Where you're trying so hard to think it through and try to make it make sense and make it fit, because that's the way the programming of society works, right? They try to make you overthink about things, and society makes you have to, like, your mind, your egoic mind is working against you. But you guys are already attuned to a system that most people, their entire lifetime, they don't even know that it exists. You knew it existed for some time. You've been working on it for some time, and it's already built up to this point now where you're ready to go on your path, like to really take off. So the Fool card, don't worry. Don't stress out. Let it go. Take that leap of faith. You got this. It's gonna be a success. Success guaranteed. Success guaranteed. So just relax. Definitely get into some meditative practices that are going to help you. Group number 3. All right, let's see whatever final messages your guides have for you. We got here Uranus, Aquarius in the 8th house. Yeah, this group, you've gone through a huge conscious elevation. Some people call this the awakening. Some people call this, what is it? The upgrades. There's so many different words for it, but you guys have gone through a huge conscious shift here. Aquarius is the oldest, the elder air sign. So it has this futuristic, visionary vision. Has this visionary idea of how life can be. Some philosophies, what's possible here. But yeah, you guys have been going through a huge transformation. I'm not saying just now. Your entire life, you've been going through a huge transformation. Perhaps you have a powerful Pluto somewhere. 1st house, 10th house, 4th house can do that for you. 8th house, most certainly. Or a powerful Scorpio placement here, where you're called to transform all the time, over and over and over again. And you're called to sort of go through a reinvention phase. I'm hearing this group, like some of you've been doing this. You got it down. You got that reinvention part down. You have the basics down. This has been helping you and preparing you for the most, like, probably your awakening, the biggest transformation of your life, the biggest metamorphosis of your life, where you are transforming into the most authentic version of yourself here. So there's some changes with the 8th house. There's some like mystery changes and shifts that are happening in your life where you're not going to know a lot of the steps and the specifics about how it's happening. You're going to have to leave it to God, leave it to the mystery, leave it to the ether of life, because that's how it's coming into fruition. It's like magic, essentially. You guys are also maybe you have a strong Saturn or Aquarius in your chart, or 11th house as well, where you have a strong futuristic, original thinking, ideas. You're very expansive as well with certain concepts and ideas. You channel perhaps quite easily, perhaps also through writing you channel quite easily. This is by design so that you have the ability to communicate these ideas to the people who are looking to hear it. Just as Christ did to the disciples, you're doing this for people too. You're helping them to expand their consciousness, because you have a very expansive consciousness of your own here. Yeah. So keep doing that work.
I'm hearing final touches. They're putting the final touches on you to start this specific journey. I know we're always evolving, we're always growing, but you guys have been going through a powerful evolution as of lately. Here, some of you have gone through a dark night of a soul recently, gone through a lot of turbulent shifts as of recently, where you felt humiliated. You felt like you were being punished. You felt shameful or guilty, or like you wanted to blame someone else, and you felt very vulnerable. But this was karmic debt you're probably paying off, a release that needed to happen so that you can levitate. So a lot of that emotional baggage has been falling away and falling off of you so that you can levitate, because they're elevating you into a place of leadership. They're elevating you into that authentic version of you who gets to truly live out your destiny as well. Okay, that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. Free yourself.